Straight to the papers. We're going to go back to Vladimir Putin's visit to India starting today. A lot of attention in the Indian press, Dipti.
Yeah, that's right. Vladimir Putin arrives in Delhi this Thursday for a two-day bilateral summit with his counterpart Narendra Modi. It's his first visit or first participation in such a summit since the invasion of Ukraine in 2022. And to give you an idea of the fervor around Putin's visit, this is a front-page ad taken out by the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce for the Financial Express, an Indian business paper. And as you can see there, the Indian industry welcomes Mr. Vladimir Putin. The ad says here, India and Russia sharing growth through stronger trade. Now, the Hindu Business Line, another Indian paper, offers us this front page here. Putin to address India's trade gap while securing key deals. And the paper outlining what it calls a shopping list of topics and trade deals to be made, including pharma, medical devices and automobiles, but also Su-57 fighters. These are all products that Russia may purchase from India. While you have this editorial from the Hindustan Times today, which I'll see if I can bring up for you. But in any case, the editors of the paper say that two topics will dominate the summit: defense deals and hydrocarbons. Now, the editors of the Hindustan Times here in this editorial look at what they call a new deal for India-Russia ties, urging the Indian government to use Putin's visit to push for more access within the Russian market. Currently, it says India is blocked by what it calls a piecemeal access to a handful of Russian sectors. A solid and wide-ranging trade basket will add further depth to this bilateral relationship and take it beyond just optics.
More widely, the visit's largely symbolic in terms of geopolitical relations.
Yeah, that's exactly what this website here, First Post, says in this article here. It looks at a history of defense relations between India and Russia. And it says that this visit sends a, quote, powerful message to the world, especially the US, which thought it could coerce India to abandon Russia by imposing punitive tariffs for purchasing Russian crude. There's also interesting analysis from Foreign Affairs here. The India that Trump made, how American bullying is shaping Indian foreign policy. And in this analysis, the magazine says that Donald Trump's departure from India-friendly politics this year, for instance, he imposed 50% tariffs and agreed to a raft of deals with India's rival Pakistan. All of this has really pushed India to a form of multi-alignment, building stronger ties with many countries, even when these countries have contradictory interests. And finally on this section, this from the Russian press, this headline reads, Russia invites India to throw off its Western shackles. So we really see how the Russian press are viewing this visit.
Fascinated by this one, Australia preparing its world first social media ban on under 16s.
Yeah, that's right. It comes into effect next week. And as the Australian broadcaster ABC tells us, it's sort of a ban, but not really a ban either. Some social media companies will be forced to prevent or try to prevent under 16s from holding an account on the platform. But the loophole is they can't prevent them from actually using the account. The social media outlets affected include Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, Threads, Snapchat, and others. But the Australian government has warned that new sites could be added to the ban, setting the stage for, I quote, the world's most expensive and annoying game of whack-a-mole. That's what this website says here. Meanwhile, Crikey, another Australian website, looks at how teens are already trying to circumvent the ban, firstly by using platforms or social media platforms that are not included or not covered by the ban. Others are putting in photos of their parents to convince platforms that they are an adult. And in some cases, parents are actually helping children circumvent the ban themselves. In fact, Australian federal government research showed that 34% of parents were likely to help their kids circumvent the ban.
Well, there you go. Staying in the region, IKEA opening its first store in New Zealand.
That's right. One of the last Western countries to do so. Flat Pack Mania has arrived in Auckland, New Zealand. The first IKEA shop opened today, this Thursday. Thousands of people assembling for the opening. Stores complete with a local news outlet live blog. I'm glad that pun wasn't lost on you. The New Zealand Prime Minister, Christopher Luxon, was there to cut the ribbon. And lucky New Zealanders will now get to spend many, many hours trying to decipher those IKEA manuals. But let's end with this story, which I know you love. This story of a raccoon whose Friday night was wilder than yours or mine, Stuart. This raccoon dropped from a ceiling handily into a liquor store in Virginia last weekend, and then it went on a raging bender that ended with its face down on the toilet floor, blind drunk.
Is that a raccoon or is that you in a black jumper, Dipti?
That's definitely a raccoon. But thank you for suggesting that I might look like one. The mammal broke 14 bottles of spirits, drank rum, moonshine, and peanut butter whiskey, as well as eggnog. According to the New York Times, the hangover lasted, I would just say, just an hour and a half before the raccoon was safely released into the wild. There were no injuries, but probably a lot of remorse and embarrassment.
Exactly. I wonder how it felt. Really poor little thing.
Poor thing.
Very cute. Dipti with the papers on France 24. A lot more coming up after the break.